What would you do with 1 year and $1,000? My family is playing a new game where we each have $1,000 USD to invest, and after 12 months, the person with the greatest earnings wins. The winner's prize is still TBD. Maybe of the remaining portfolios also open to suggestion on the prize. WWYD if you were playing this game with us? Help me defeat my family. If it's fake money and doesn't matter, then just bet on some high-risk, high-reward options. Have you ever heard about our Wall Street bets? I'll tell you what I'd do. 2 chicks at the same time. Buy a 1-year treasury bill and take the chance everyone else tanks lol. Casino. Roulette. Safe ETF in the SP 500. Gamble NVDA. YOLO. Gamble Bitcoin. All 100 in. No diversification. The best but riskiest play is options. That $1,000 could multiply many times over or could be worthless with 2 bad trades. Winners should get the money from everyone else. All of y'all gonna lose at least 50, so there won't be much left anyway lol. 100 TQQ. If there are 6 people playing, it's only a 0.166 repeating of course chance of winning. But if you put it all in a company going bankrupt, you can avoid giving anything to the winner, since of a 0 remaining portfolio is 0. YOLO on something speculative like IONQ. You'll either be first or dead last. Buy TQQ. Investopedia has a stock stimulator game where you start off with $100,000. I started around 2014 and I'm up to $1.8 million. Cool, wish it was real money. Look for some longer dated options. Read at least 6 most out on stocks sitting on strong support. Square comes to mind. Sophie. Maybe Roblox. If a firm or upstart retreat back to long-term support, that could be a good opportunity. Blackjack or poker. All in GME earnings next week. Scalp 0 DTE options on XSP. $1,000 gets you 10 chances to double your money. Are you trying to win? Or to not lose? If you're trying to be first, gamble on something fairly high risk. It isn't real money, so losing it doesn't matter. If the important thing is to not be last, then put half of your money mimicking what one of your opponents does pro rata, and the other half of your money mimicking what a second opponent does pro rata. You're assured to beat one of them and to lose to the other, and thus not be last. Just make up 2 funds, named Opponent A Index and Opponent B Index, and define each as matching their trades, but in half. That's a smart and fun game. But 1 year is too short, and it is honestly more chance. But I want to help and not just critique the game. So my opinion is, look for a high-yield bond that you believe is fundamentally undervalued, that is due in roughly a year. This could probably get you an 8-12 return depending on the company. The reason I don't say invest in an undervalued company or set of companies is because you do not know what can happen in the next year, and a company can induce stay undervalued for more than a year, while a bond matures and interest is paid, making the return in the timeframe guaranteed return-wise, not risk-wise. Passive stock market investing could get you what may be a great 35 return. More aggressive investing will probably end up having you lose the money. Invest in something that creates cash flow. X200B. E.g., depending on where you live, buy a leaf blower and clear people's yard in the fall. Take that money and buy snowblower and clear people's driveways in the winter. Then flip that and do something else. That would be the most consistent and controllable way to make money. Cash flow, not stock equity. That's what I would do. X200B. Or if this game is literally fake money, disregard. I dunno. Maybe bury it in the ground for a year like that guy in the Bible. You may wind up with more money than the ones who invested, or go with something fairly safe like treasury bonds or a HYSA. Whatever you do, don't let them make off with any of your money. I would say the problem with this challenge is investing horizon just 1 year. That is too low to do any safe bets. So as long as you are playing with your money, just invest them into few index ETF for another 15 years. And don't care who will be leading in 1 year. That is not important, and it is not sign of good investing strategy. Investing is not about having biggest gains in 1 year. More important is to avoid big losses over next 50 years. Adjust your strategy to this. Invest in making an e-com store. Make lots of delicious omelets. Personally, I'd try to see how much 40 and 90 silver I could find in coin rolls from smaller banks and credit unions. 1964 and older is 90 silver. 1965-70 is 40 silver. It's time consuming. A year is a long time for this strategy. The best part is, you don't lose money. Aside from effort to acquire and return, consider it sweat equity. Lol. Best of luck. Have fun. Hope this helps. Berkshire Hathaway. You'll do okay. Beat the treasury bills. And a lot of other speculative plays. Insurance isn't sexy, but solid returns are. Put it in bank, you will win for sure. Double and give it to the next person. Looks like you want to gamble, not invest, would say crypto, top 10, each 10. Your family should invest on paper, don't actually buy or trade shares and hold all the money. $1,000 each in a high-yield savings account for a year. At the end of the year, you can distribute the money as a ratio to everyone based on what of the total amount they have grown or shrunk by. This way nobody YOLOs actual money down the toilet. You can probably put it in an HYSA, and if everyone else puts it in the market and the market goes plop, you'll win, lol. Bitcoin. If you don't care a ton about the $1,000, and the goal is to win, you have to be risky and aggressive. The more people in the competition, the more aggressive you have to be. Pick any 3x leveraged of a stock you are confident in, like SPXL. Bitcoin. Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin ETFs. Probably Ethereum spot ETFs. Interest rate cuts. Probably shit tons of money printing by USA China. Buy $1,000 worth of gold. GameStop. High yield savings account. Probably high risk options plays in the psychedelics. Seeing state by state decriminalization and legalization. With worthwhile studies into the effects on neurological disorders. Plus it's an election year next year, so crazy last minute Hail Mary type plays could happen. Or they could tank. That's why they are high risk. AMC's probably undervalued. Cheat. Or casino, all on red. If you're going to play this game, ETFs shouldn't be allowed. Nor should bonds. Single companies or GTFO. 10 best ROICVNA, VFS, MLTX, RETA, NPCE, IONQ, VKTX, SMCI, app, BBIO. If Bitcoin isn't higher, it is today in a year, considering the halving is taking place around May next year and it's at a large discount from its $69,000 all-time high, then I shall eat my virtual crown.